announcement today. So as you can see, my truck is in the shop, and good morning. And we are riding the one wheel to work. I need to let you guys gotta let me know if it sounds better with these headphones in or out, because I'm not sure if this noise cancellation thing is gonna work well. But we'll let some of you guys get up in the room, and we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about. And where are you tapping in from? Let me know in the comment section. How's it looking for you guys today? Good morning. How's it looking for you guys today? How's the schedule? Things like that. And did you happen to see the video I accidentally released yesterday? I was doing some managing of the videos, and I realized I sent one to public, and it was too late to set it back by the time I realized it. So enjoy that free content. What's up, William Paul, tuning in? Hey, William, could I ask you, how does this sound right now? Does it sound real windy? Does it sound all right? Morning. But I'm actually just asking you guys your opinion real quick. How does it sound right now? Does it sound like terrible? Does it sound too windy? It's clear? Oh, baby, we in good business. So we're cruising through some branches and trees. But all right, you guys. So there's been a little bit of an update that happened yesterday, and it's a very good thing. So many of you guys who've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I have been representing Fort Worth Barber Supply for some time, and I will still continue to do so to some extent. But many of you guys also know that years ago I was affiliated with a company called 614 Barber Supply, who is now owned by Williamsport Beauty. And now I'm going to get you guys a discount code through their site, which they are such a big supplier. I can't even tell you guys. They pretty much own every major company in the industry. They own practically all of them. Okay, then. So, high school kids drive crazy. Let me tell you something about this. Everybody when they're younger drives crazy or does crazy shit. And as you get older, you realize it's just crazy dumb shit. You just want to live your life. Like, that kid's over here revving up his car, squeaking on the brakes just to hit the red light. Sometimes I feel like we're all in such a hurry just to hit a red light. And I'm passing them and I'm on a one wheel. What's up? What's up? That's all I gotta say. But it's kind of funny, man. YouTuber. Well, I got a little situation though, y'all. On my way to work today, I don't know if this one wheel has started to degrade. Like, I'm definitely dealing with a little bit of battery degradation, and yeah, it's already died once on the way here, and I had to stop and charge it for 15 minutes, and I didn't even bring the good charger. But I can't tell you guys enough how much I love this one wheel. I feel like somebody just yelled to me. Probably one of my guys that are on the way. Yeah, this is all this is. This is a one-wheel skateboard. The path that I'm taking is actually pretty safe to work, to be honest. Like, if I had to be out there in that traffic, like, I would never do this. But being that phone call that I'm trying to stay, oh God, we're about to run into a pretty bad situation here. This is something that I did not anticipate. All right, yeah. This is going to require that I do something a little dangerous, for sure. Look, y'all. I guess I got it fixed. I'm not sure what's going on here with that. I kept getting a phone call like 10 times. I'm still pretty far away from the shop, unfortunately. I'm further than I want to be, and I'm not sure how much battery is left. So this thing is definitely, the path that I'm on here is getting a little sketchy. I'm not in love with this whole journey right now. There's alligators in this water too, to my left. And I'm on a very skinny piece of bridge here. I'm actually thinking about honestly just walking, but I think if I go slow here, I'll be cool. I can't read a comment right now. But anyways, man, I guess there's times in life where you have to take a little risk. And yesterday was some such time for me. So it's not really that big of a risk, but affiliating myself with 614 Barber Supply and doing these things is actually going to lead to some really fun stuff coming down the pipe. One of those things is I will be able to create some stuff that's actually from the YouTube Barber Academy. And when you purchase it, you will be supporting me on this mission of mine to try to educate as many people as possible. All right. So as I'm talking right now, you guys have no idea how nerve-wracking this is. Just so you know, like one wheels and water, they don't mix. All right. And if I drop this in here, this thing is like $3,000. So we don't want to do that. All right. So we got past the worst of it. The rest of the path to work should be pretty clear. And we're back in business. Let's go. So anyhow, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I think it's time that I start to develop a couple of products of my own. And I have a couple of ideas, and hopefully we get some stuff going. And for those of you guys who are not really that hot with the scissors, we got a lot of scissor content coming up. I just placed a very large order of shoes that start off very low cost and they go up higher in cost. And we're gonna be comparing them, and I'm gonna do that with barber shears, longer shears, and I'm gonna do that with the shorter shears as well. So that's one of the videos we got planned. We're also gonna get back into using some detachables. As I was watching Marv's podcast with that guy John, I'm not sure exactly what his name is, John something or other. But as I was watching that, I was kind of inspired to pick up my Oster Octanes again. I went to go do that, and I could not find them. So, yeah, we're just navigating our way through traffic and on our way to work here. But yeah, I got probably about 4 more miles to go, and 2 of them are going to be smooth sailing on this bike path. After that, it's going to get a little dicey again. But all right, so you guys can hear the microphone still, everything going well. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be creating, a little bit of a product line, some stuff that you guys can use, and I'll be working closely with the people who own 614 Barber Supply. And this company is big enough to move mountains, y'all. So I am actually pretty excited about some of the stuff coming. Like without batting an eye, they're gonna send me something like probably 4, like I don't know. There's probably like 14 different items to review. Will Paul says, I've been debating on getting a vapor blade. You recommend it for a secret purpose. Vapor blades are great, man. I think you're gonna enjoy the versatility you get with that. And that's not to say that wall blades are bad, or the wedge blade or whatever blade you have on there. But personally, I always have a vapor blade on my station as well. And if there's somebody who's tuned in right now who's not clear on what we're talking about, a vapor blade is just, so if I start off with saying there's a taper blade and a fade blade, right? That's what there was in the past. And what Gamma and Stockcraft did was they sort of mixed the two together and they created this blade. And it was so good that I don't want to say Babyliss copied us, but Babyliss new blade is essentially starting to look a lot like a vapor blade. And I love it, man. I'm not even mad about it. Like, I just want to see good stuff come out there. You said Eddie ain't no poser on the board. Watch. You're gonna be the reason why I crashed. I know this thing's screaming for. I don't even know what my battery life is right now on it because I've been on this phone. But it's. I just did this weird update. And it's doing some weird stuff under my feet. It don't feel normal. I was telling people like I feel better on this than I do walking. But you know the other thing with the new FX1 series and the blades they have are those oil reservoirs. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but essentially there's a little hole, a pocket, I should say, cut into the blade, and that pocket is designed to hold extra oil when you're cutting, and hopefully it continues to lubricate the blade. That's the thought behind it. I'm gonna get ran over. All right. At least y'all seen it. Listen, at least if I meet my end here, y'all were with me. All right. That's all I got to say about that. But I did want to point out that this is not a new thing. This is not a new concept. In fact, JRL had done this. They're the first person that I was made aware of that did it. Rigo is one of our product testers. And when we were talking about that idea, I was like, man, that sounds like a great idea. And he pointed out to me that I guess the JRL blades originally did that. So now it seems like has taken both of those ideas with the taper blade and the oil deposits. And so all in all, it sounds like it's probably going to be a pretty damn good blade. So I'm curious to see what the FX1 series cuts like, what it feels like, and that type of thing. So I don't know if any of you guys in the comments are getting excited about any of this stuff, but I sure am, man. It's a great time to be a barber. There's a lot of new stuff coming out all the time. I don't think anybody on here is going to be super excited about the new wall detailer looking thing coming out. I mean, realistically, they had a good trimmer. So I don't know what more you think you're going to get out of wall trimmer, but apparently people think there's going to be something going on with it. So we'll see. This is where I got to cross the road, y'all. This is why I told you guys it gets a little dicey here. And I don't know, something like 2 bars left. This looks like a safe time as any to go for it. We got traffic all around, y'all. We about to make it happen, though. All right, almost. Big truck. Don't want to get hit by that one. I think I'll wait a second. All right, we're good. We're good. We get across this road. Nobody hits me. All right, all I'm saying is y'all were here with me. Y'all were here with me. Said the new wall trimmers are hitters. I mean, how do you know? I'm not aware that anybody has them yet. I haven't seen any reviews on them. And I believe aren't they still a little ways out from coming out? I mean, I have no doubt that the wall trimmers are going to be okay. I don't think they're going to be bad or anything. And to just put it clearly, I don't think anything that Wall makes is bad. It's just old. It's just old technology. I mean, I was thinking about this yesterday. How long can you do the same thing and still hope to survive? And I don't know what the answer to that is, but Kodak didn't survive forever. Some of these big companies over the years that continue to do the exact same things over and over again, they didn't survive for years, forever. They had some good years. And it seems to me like Wall just keeps making the same couple of things and has not made any improvements. The Wall Magic Clip has 100 minutes of runtime. And unfortunately, I think they're probably one of the few companies that are still measuring their battery time in minutes. I think that's a little bad. I mean, think about it. JRL, 4 hours. Pretty much anything Gamma. The lowest running tool Gamma makes is 100 minutes, and it's the Rebel. But The clippers, the lowest running tool, the clippers is 2 hours. And I think 2 hours should really be an industry standard at this point. Almost everything babeless, it's not excessive, 2 hours or so. Pretty much everything you got there, about 2 hours, maybe a little less with some of the other stuff. If I go to Andis, and remember, let's not forget that Andis and Wall were like the only major players in this for the longest time. You could throw Oster in there, but Andis and Wall were much more popular. I mean, plenty of people have the Oster 76, but I'm talking about like baiting clippers with a lever. And until the fast food, a lot of people use those, but I remember seeing a lot of seniors and Angus Masters probably owned the majority of the landscape. The Angus Masters is everywhere. So, when I look at Wall still producing machines that are sub 2 hours, I don't get excited about that. I mean, do you guys think that this is a true statement that I'm about to make right here? Hold up, let me cross this busy ass road. This kind of sucks. Do you guys think that I'm just going to go ahead and say that I think there's a lot of great machines out there right now, right? A lot of stuff that you could use day in and day out and be happy with it. I think that most of the blade technology and most of the motor technology and stuff, there's definitely some that are better than others, but by and large, I think that it's pretty good, right? I think you could cut with practically anything if you really wanted to do that. So when you get right down to it, why wouldn't you want to just have more runtime? If that was the case, why wouldn't you want to just have more runtime? Oh God, we're cutting it close, y'all. There's another sidewalk out. See, these are the things. Well, maybe I could just go around. Can I ride right through, y'all? That's the nice thing about one wheel. I'd rather do that than ride in that traffic. So why wouldn't I want to have more runtime? Why wouldn't I want to have more features? And I had a conversation with somebody about wall clippers, which we're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to walk. But I had a conversation with somebody about wall clippers, and they said to me, "Why would you need more than? Why would you even need?" He said, "Why would you even need 2 hours of runtime?" I thought that's kind of funny because why would I want a car that goes more than 20 miles? I only work 10 miles away. Why would I want a cell phone that lasts 2 days when I could plug it in every day if I wanted to? Why would I want to have anything that is more efficient? I mean, it's kind of a dumb argument to take in my mind. When there's people that are out here offering you more and charging less to do it, why wouldn't they buy that? No shade, just why wouldn't they buy that? You know? So I will check out the new wall trimmer when it comes. I'm sure William Sport Beauty will send me one, and hopefully I can get it with in some good time. Boy, I'm telling you guys, we are cutting it so close on battery to make it to the shop. You guys think I'm gonna make it? I have like 16% battery right now. I'm probably about a mile away, and the battery has been just flying out of this thing. And stick around because you might watch me crash here in a second because whenever this thing gets low on battery, it acts really fucking weird. And it's just cut off while I was riding it full speed before. So, it's not safe. It's not safe out here. But there's something about the one wheel that I absolutely love, man. Ever since I got one of these, if you guys have never tried anything like this, man, you got to give it a go. Okay, she's gonna stop. This is the worst intersection, y'all. This is the one that I lose sleep over. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have to wait this one out. Hey, y'all like that, Ferrari? Y'all see that? Oh boy, this is just getting worse. I almost made it, y'all. I should have hit it. We're gonna move out of the way a little bit. To these people. Yeah, this is pretty much the worst intersection. I knew I was gonna get caught here. And you know what? Even when you go with the crosswalk, there's still these people that pull out and try to hit you. Like the one thing I noticed, man, if y'all are paying attention, when you make a right hand turn, you're always looking left. Now here I come on this side of the street going this way, and they're never looking at you when they pull out. They're never looking. I think I'm gonna make it, y'all. I am very close. I am very close to the shop. I got the charger in my backpack. I rode. This works out to be about. I think it's close to 13 miles. So, it's a 13-mile ride. I started at. I think it was about 7:40, 7:30 when I left, and I had to stop to charge it once. That kind of sucks. You know what? These guys never gonna be looking my way. They're always looking. They're always looking that way. So whenever I come up, I'm always real careful before I ride in front of these people. Oh boy. The one wheel is letting me know it is not happy. It is beeping and shit. It said, what's your go-to trimmer for lining? Right now, my main trimmer that I'm using for lining is actually the cheapest trimmer you can buy. It's called the Protege trimmer. And it has, all I did was put the one blade on it. And that seems to be more than sufficient. You know, is it the best trimmer in the world? Most people probably wouldn't think so. But I like the size of the hitter shape. I like the size. I like the weight of it. And it's got 4 hours of runtime. You don't need all that power if all you're doing is lining up. So in that case, I actually use the cheapest trimmer that Stylecraft sells. It's called the Protege trimmer, and I got it with the one blade on it. Now, when it comes to removing bulk, that machine's not the greatest for that. So I actually use a saber trimmer or an in-stake trimmer. So that's the thing here. And then the thing that I think I'm becoming more curious about is if I switch back, she's definitely not gonna look. Watch. She'll roll right out. She'll hit you. She don't care. You see? If I'd have came right out here, if I'd have came out here all willy-nilly, I'd be roadkill. But the thing that I've been wondering a lot lately is if I start using a detachable, can I speed up? Because that dude John that Marv was on his live with, he was talking about, just some ways that you could speed up. And that was something that I used to say all the time. You can go back 10 years and see videos where I was talking about that. Hi, greetings from Poland. I was talking about that 10 years ago. And, now here I am with all these new tools, these tools that are so good in our industry that I feel like I don't need a detachable. But I'm not certain about that. And that's why William Sport Beauty is going to send me some of the top detachables right now. This dude is definitely not going to look. You see, I'm capturing this guy. If I get ran over, I'm going to have it on video. This dude's definitely not going to care. You see how these people do you like that? Yo, I wish you guys could see the screen. You can see how much battery life I got left. I'm quite certain it's about 10%. And this is when the board really starts acting funny. Yo, I still got my JA hat on, by the way. I still got my Josh Allen hat. I'm going to go this way. So, slicing our way up to work, and we made it, baby. We made it. I could walk from here. I don't give a crap about what else. But I'll tell you, man, this was a long, arduous ride. I didn't work out legs this morning. I'm going to work out legs tonight, actually. So, there's Johan. Look at him pulling up like a boss. See, he fixing to pull up like a boss. So, we made it, y'all. The Andis Slimline Pros, that's actually a good point right there. Andis Slimline Pros were, in my mind, I think they were the best trimmer, the first cordless trimmer and the best possible trimmer ever made. Airbrush video, I see you with that airbrush video, man. And I need to make something happen first. I have a handful of obligated videos that I have to do. And I'll see if I can get you to an airbrush video. But the truth is, I think the age of the airbrush has come to an end. And I'm gonna tell you guys why in that video. Oh my God, look at this thing. It's completely yellow. Wait, hold up. That's not a good sign. It needs to be plugged in. And yes, we will ride it in the shop. I do it all the time. I film like this, y'all. I'll be like, I absolutely love this thing. Holy shit, I never thought of that, William. That's a great idea, matter of fact. And with this new relationship I have, I might actually succeed in being able to get a Fat Master blade. And they are going to send me an Andis Masters because I'm doing the best clippers of 2024 video. Best clippers, best trimmers, best shaver of all of those things. Yo, I'm looking at my skin right now, right? And to be honest, y'all, I'm feeling really healthy right now. And one of the reasons why I'm feeling healthy right now is I quit drinking. And you should too. You should consider it. Because honestly, man, the way I feel, my skin, just the way I look, my physique, I mean my abs have come back. Like everything that I'm doing right now feels like the right thing to be doing. And I wake up feeling excited about the day. And when I was drinking like 1 to 2 beers a day, even though it's not a lot, it was impactful on my brain waves, on my skin, on everything. And I can't tell you guys, I wake up in the morning and I'm like ready to go. All right. Nobody's going to want to use airbrushes anymore after they start using these products right here. And that's what I figured I'd show you real quick. So what you got here is basically an airbrush in a can that works 10 times better, that looks 10 times better, that's 10 times easier to apply, and you don't have to deal with charging your airbrush, cleaning your airbrush, or having all these other issues that everybody's got with their airbrushes. I've been there, I've done that, and I hope to never have to do it again. So, at the end of the day, I really do think the airbrush is going to go the way of the dodo. It's kind of like, I realize this is a disposable product, but there is no difference. When you're buying any of those other colors, there's no difference because you're still spending the money on that. This stuff, I actually have it linked in the description. If you check below, it's one of my Amazon links, and you'll see what it's called in there. But yeah, this stuff works so good that the moment I first used it, I was floored. Rigo is our product tester from California. Sorry, I'm moving around so much, y'all. I'm trying to get. You got 6 Fat Masters? You'll send me one? What? Let's do it, bro. You serious? How do you have 6 Fat Masters? That's crazy, bro. Okay, I propose an idea to you. If you send me that, William, I will send you something also that if you want an instinct, if you want anything from Gamma, just name it and it will be coming to you. You say the word and it's on the way. All right. In the comment section, drop your email address and we will make this trade. So Horatio said, I've used them. They're messy and they're not messy and it's great. And that is the truth. That is the truth thing right there. Eddie, thanks for the wisdom. Good morning. Eddie decided to quit drinking again. You made some excellent points already, feeling better. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, and this is the thing. I'm not trying to judge anybody. I was doing the same thing. I would go home when I was done with the day. I would drink 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 beers a night. It was never excessive. It was a little bit more on the weekends. But I honestly can tell you that I wasn't really feeling any satisfaction from doing it either. Like I'd feel a very light buzz that was somewhat enjoyable that would last me all of 5 minutes. And then the rest of the night, I would just feel kind of bloated and nasty. And when I'm just like brutally honest with myself like that, that was part of the reason why I was like, man, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? And then sitting down at my computer, trying to edit, trying to think my way through these edits. I'm I'm like my brain's moving like mud, you know. And now I'm waking up, man, and I just feel pumped and ready to get it, man. I'm not trying to convince you uh, or judge you or anything like that. I'm just trying to point out my personal observation with it. And I think if you're sitting around smoking weed every single day, also, I don't think that that's any different. I think that you're gonna wind up feeling the same way when you quit. I remember when I first quit smoking weed, I felt like I had superpowers, y'all. I was like, holy crap, I can think. And I was thinking and I was processing thoughts and I was talking better. I was more articulate. I remember the very first time I ever quit marijuana. And this is the thing. I grew up not really understanding that it was a drug. I did not understand that it was a drug because my mom smoked it. My dad smoked it. They both still do. My whole family smoked it. I mean, we would have a Christmas dinner and go outside, and I would smoke with my mom, my dad, my uncles, and even my grandfather. So when you grow up doing that, sorry, y'all, I'm looking for some next strips. I just realized I'm running a little bit low. So when you grow up doing that, you don't ever see that there's actually a problem with it because everybody around you is doing it. And when I was a young kid, as young as I was as young as like 14 years old, um, nobody cared if I smoked weed. My parents did not mind at all. They were smoking themselves, and they just, as far as they were concerned, they didn't care. So, truth was, I didn't even really see it as a bad thing. Almost never. I was actually so open about it that I would tell almost anybody who asked that I smoked weed regularly, and it didn't matter to me. And I remember my uncle, love him to death, and I miss him to death. He's not with us anymore. But I remember him saying about somebody who came over his house. He goes, "If you don't like the fact I smoke, he ain't got to come over again." You know, he said, if you don't like it, he ain't got to come here. And that was just the way they felt. It's the way I was raised, and it took me stepping out of my comfort zone, away from weed, and away from just all that level of thinking, to actually get my own business, to actually start to find success in my life, and to actually like reach down in my pocket and have something that I can afford to buy my son or my daughter, um, something. And my dad and my mom did not have that luxury. They was talking to my dad the other day. I bought my son something like $100 worth of like a golf club or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And my dad was like kind of impressed by that. He was like, "You spent $100 just on a Tuesday for your son for a golf club?" I said, "Yeah, Dad. What is my money for? You know, what is my money for if it is not for them?" And he's like, "Well, I get it, dude. I would have did that too if I could have." But he goes, to give you $100 item, he goes, when you were younger, that never would have happened. And I know it's true. And one the thing that made me quit was I kind of started to read some of these like business books, right? It was like Rich Dad Poor Dad. It was How to Win Friends and Influential People. There was a bunch of them, and once I read one, I was kind of hooked on reading the other, and I just became obsessed with not being broke, and I felt like all the people you see using drugs in your life, rarely do they develop success. Now, there are successful people who start to use drugs after they find their success. That's definitely true. But people who grow up like me, broke, and begin using drugs, typically they stay broke and continue using drugs. That's just been my experience with it. I hope that some of them find the help they need. I hope that they find their way out of that. I truly do. But I looked around at all the things that I was seeing growing up, and I thought to myself, this is not who I want to be. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be running around trying to rob people, or running around trying to make like a little bit of money selling some kind of drug, or just doing some kind of dumb shit to make money. And it seemed like everybody around me was. And I always thought that's not a viable source of income. That is not going to get you to the promised land. It's not going to happen. I mean, if it was going to get you to where you want to go, don't you think one of these other people would have made it by now? So, what's up, brother? Yo, I said he coming in like a boss. Shades on, bossed up. Bro, I barely made it. I got in here on 10%. Yeah, I had to stop at Chick-fil-A and charge it. But yeah, so when I look around at everybody else I seen growing up, I thought to myself, I just don't want to be like that. I don't want to. I don't want to do the things that they're doing. I mean, literally, some of these people are doing the exact same thing. Like when I go home, they're talking about fights that they were in on the weekends, girls that they were with, drugs that they did. Like they're talking about that stuff like it's back in the day, and I would care. And it's not. It doesn't impress me. I do not care. If that's the way you choose to live your life, then go ahead and do that. Live your life. Someone's a little jacked up, bro. You see how he got that monster? He got that monster. Well, I mean that's the thing. So Juan Rivera, he said nobody successful smokes weed, and I'm just gonna say that's that might not be 100% true as a statement, but being successful and putting drugs in your body is difficult, and being able to find that motivation every single night to get up day in and day out and do all these things, you don't need things getting in the way of that. If that's what you're trying to do. Now, if you want to, if you're happy with where you are and you want to just, stay there, there's nothing wrong with that. You could be happy, you could be comfortable. But all I'm saying is I took all the examples I seen, which were far beyond just weed and far beyond just alcohol. And I thought to myself, I don't want to be like that. I'll never put those things into my body. Like in the Caribbean, when I got off the boat, some guy asked me if I wanted to buy cocaine from him. And I thought to myself, like, this guy must be out of his goddamn mind. You think I'm going to buy? First off, I ain't going to do cocaine. And secondly, if I was, you'd be the last person on earth I would buy it from. Just some guy who jumped out of a bush on my way off the cruise boat. So he said, how long does the color last on your skin from the cans? I found it to be about the same as all the other colors. Uh, except for, I would say the Tomb 45 no drip, when you paint the Tomb 45 no drip on, it does seem like it lasts a little bit longer. So if you were looking for like a longer term solution, the temptation might not be yet. But if you're looking for something you can get a nice photo of, somebody could go out and kind of have a night on a town, or maybe it's a special occasion, or maybe you just want to get the nice photo. This is definitely by far the easiest way to do it. Another thing I have linked below, man, that I can't say enough good right there is a microscope, and it's very, very effective to help you set your blades right. And we've been using this, and Chad's been using this. He's got a couple blades that are set so good, it's just awesome. So, but anyways, I got some clients coming in. I'm gonna start getting. All right, so sorry about that. I got a phone call, and it always messes up the live. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. I got some clients coming in. I got to finish getting things straightened up and ready. And my wife probably is wondering if I made it all the way to work on the one wheel. She was really nervous about me leaving this morning. She tried to put her foot down, but I put my foot down, and we seen whose foot was down. All right, you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And soon I'll be dropping a link to the 614 Barber Supply. It'll be that or Williamsport Beauty. They're all kind of owned by the same guy. But we got some big momentum going forward with that, and we're going to be doing some reviews. And William, please drop your Instagram or your email down below. I will get with you, and we'll make a fair and equitable trade. All right, my guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.